Welcome to this week's edition of Natural Disaster Showcase. I'm your host, Alex Gilliland, and today we're talking about earthquakes. Life-changing, destructive, nearly unpredictable. These are just a few words to sum up the natural disaster that impacts people every day. Also known as quakes and tremors, this natural disaster is caused by releases of energy in the Earth's crust that create seismic waves. Earthquakes cause the destruction of life and property. What makes them so scary is that they are darn near unpredictable. It is known that there are about 500,000 earthquakes that happen per year that range from one side of the world to the other. Pennsylvania is one of those areas that is barely touched by this natural disaster. In fact, the largest earthquake that ever occurred in Pennsylvania was a 5.2 on the Richter scale that happened in 1998 in Jamestown, Pennsylvania. But here in tiny State College, Pennsylvania, who would have thought that a massive 6.2 earthquake could rock this quaint central Pennsylvania town? I sure didn't, and neither did those directly impacted by this natural disaster. Let's flash back to that moment that happened just 2 short years ago and take you to the events leading up to the earthquake and the response and reaction that followed. Collegian staff writer Kristin Stoller has reported that there have been occurrences of runaway pets and abundant radio static in State College, Pennsylvania, both signs of a potential earthquake. Earthquakes are a rarity in Pennsylvania, but they have happened before. The buzz on campus is abundant about the potential quake, but many say it is all talk. Students at Penn State and residents of State College have been notified about the potential natural disaster, and they have all been informed of the emergency procedures if such a quake were to occur.
We just heard that there was an earthquake.
Yeah, and I mean, we've just been doing all kind of preparations, boarding up windows, calling loved ones, and it's just been really stressful. You know, we've been saying our goodbyes just like we see in the movies, you know.
We don't know if we're going to be safe. We don't know where to go, where to seek safety. Everyone's just been waiting.
We've just given up on basic things like this is our hair before and now. I mean, I don't want to see it after.
I've been stockpiling food all year. Seriously, I have so much canned corn and banana chips, it's out of control.
I pre-ordered my Costco's year's supply of dried food for a family of 4, so I think I'll be okay.
Hi. Usually during an earthquake, she hides under the table and I hide under her.
We would probably prepare very similar to the way we prepare for a tornado. If the reports are coming in that this is a big possibility, our number one responsibility is to make sure our residents are safe. Whether that is to go to specific places on campus, or more importantly, just to notify them that these conditions are potentially dangerous. It's to get everyone initially safe, to assess the area, and then ultimately, if we need to evacuate the students, to send them home, suspend class, just like the unfortunate situation in Alabama where they had to cancel finals because of their natural disaster that they just went through.
You're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to WKAB News. I'm Alex Gilliland.
And I'm Brittany Horn. In breaking news, Friday night, Jeremy Walker was struck by a catabus for the 3rd time. This marks the 3rd hit of the year. He was taken to the hospital after suffering a mild right ankle sprain. Catabus officials are looking at ways to train their bus drivers better in safety for students.
Our meteorologist team and local seismologists have been tracking signs of a potential earthquake. In State College, Pennsylvania, reporter Kristin Stoller has more, and it looks It looks like the signs are actually true. Kristin, Stoller, tell us what's going on the scene.
Thanks, guys. I'm here reporting live from Simmons Hall at Penn State University, where students are preparing for earthquakes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think it's... Oh my god, I think it's happening! Ah!
I feel personally hurt by this earthquake. All my stuff was destroyed, my cattle, my whole farm.
Man, I just heard people yelling and tripping and running. And I went outside and I yelled at my boy DeQuante. He said, man, you gotta get out. You gotta keep running, man. Get across the country, man. Get as far away from this stuff as you can. Cause you gonna die. There's rock falling all over stuff. There's building toppling over. There's windows breaking. Cops running. There's some crazy stuff, man.
Don't know what to do with my hands. Are we starting?
Yes, Steve Lilly, is that your name?
I think so. I can't really remember.
Steve,
it's been a pretty traumatic experience.
A huge earthquake just struck State College.
Oh, snap.
What happened?
Well, I was doing my thing, watching hockey games, procrastinating for finals. It was a terrible time for an earthquake to strike. People were already depressed about finals and everything. But all of a sudden, room started shaking. I don't know what was happening. I don't know proper earthquake procedures. I'm trying to get out of the building. I don't know where I'm going. But I'm running. I had to carry Nick on my back after he broke his leg, putting the team on my back. But emotionally, I think the emotional pain's even worse. You can't even feel safe after you feel that first earthquake.
Emotionally, it's scarring to watch everybody crying. Just keep everybody aware that earthquakes can possibly happen anywhere in the world. Even if you don't think they can happen here, they can.
As reported by Collegian staff writer Brittany Horn, the earthquake registered in at 6.2 on the Richter scale, with the epicenter 2.4 miles east of Beaver Stadium. The damage was done, and people were confused and scared. Horn caught up with Center County seismologist Mark Goldie Brown for more information on the earthquake.
Earthquakes are quite a rarity in the Center Valley area. We haven't really experienced a significant one in many, many years. As you can look at my seismograph right here, this clearly indicates high levels of seismic activity during the time of the earthquake, but slowly they began to subside. But we can expect some aftershocks to strike the area within the next few days. My team has been measuring the earthquake and the probability of aftershocks, so hopefully we'll be able to give more people more time to prepare if the earthquake does come back.
I am standing here with Mike Weiler, one of those directly impacted by the natural disaster that struck here in State College, Pennsylvania 2 years ago. Mike, how are you doing since then, and just tell these people how dangerous this natural disaster actually can be.
Well, I've recovered. I broke both my legs in the accident. They've since been fixed surgically. And I learned just to remain calm, don't panic. A lot of people are just running all over the place, going crazy. So just find a safe place, probably a basement would be safest. Just watch for falling debris and stay cool.
Mike's one of those people that went through a natural disaster like this. We need help from people like you who can tell us how to better prepare for those earthquakes and tips and tricks to get through alive. The 6.2 magnitude earthquake that struck State College came as a shock to all. The people didn't know how to handle themselves, and the seismologist, who handles these things every single day, was surprised that this town was hit. Just remember that natural disasters can strike at any time, and it is our job to be ready. Thanks for listening to Natural Disaster Showcase, and remember, we're live every Monday night at 7. Next week we cover water-based natural disasters. Have a great night, everybody.